Mic check 1 2, it's the Y2K collector, and the good news is that I finally got this game to work. Partially. So I actually have one of these things here, and I use that device to basically connect my AV cables into an HDMI converter. But from what I understand, they actually sell a device like that that allows you to convert basically your AV cables into a PAL signal that will work on US televisions. So I think that device is maybe 20 or 30 bucks, and I can order it on Amazon. So I'm going to see if I can have one of those overnighted to me so that I can see if I can play this game with a much better resolution. But I was able to actually get this to work, and I'll talk more about this in a second. But before I do, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to Marvel versus Capcom 2, just because I've made I've made a couple videos about this, and the comments and reactions have been classic. I've never seen on my channel, I don't know if I've had as many emotional reactions to one of my videos as I have about Marvel versus Capcom, and it's great. It's great because it just tells me how dedicated people are to this game, how strong the fandom for this game was. And one of my favorite comments that I heard, I can't remember who posted it, but they told me that I still had time to delete my video. It's a classic. Whoever you are, I love that comment. They said you still have time to delete this video. That was a good one. And I got a lot of, just different, comments. I definitely had to block a few people. Some people just took it way too far. And again, like I always say, look, if you disagree with me so strongly that you're gonna curse and you know call me names, call all that stuff, just put it on your platform. Just make a video and post it on your YouTube page and let people go watch you there. And you can say all the stuff you want and let people watch it. But outside of all that, I definitely got some funny reactions. And one of the things that I saw, one of the comments that I got back on this was that I guess in Japan, people were playing this game online back in the day. For those of you who don't know, I don't live in Japan. So as a high school student, or junior high, or however old I was, I definitely wouldn't have been looking to play people online in Japan in high school because, back then I was a very casual gamer. Like, yeah, I've gotten more into collecting video games now as I've become an adult, but back then I only had maybe 3 or 4 games for the Dreamcast, and I wasn't that diehard into video games that I was going to be going online to look for kids in Japan to play to play them in Marvel versus Capcom 2. Like, I don't, no knock to you if you did. No knock to you if you did, but the collecting thing for me never really got this serious until I got older. I've always been into video games, but when I was younger, I was into way more than video games. I was into sports. I was in, I did a lot of things. I'm just gonna say it that way. I did a lot of things, and so as much as I love Marvel versus Capcom, it was never to the point where I was gonna go looking, for to play someone online in Japan. Like, if it wasn't something that was well known, like unless it was something that me and my friends knew, or unless it was something that I could see on a commercial, or if it was just something that was easy information that was easily found, I wouldn't have known it. So I wasn't going online and looking for message boards and trying to find ways to play people in this game online, because back then that just wasn't, it wasn't that serious for me. I loved the game to death, but I wasn't hunting for it online like that. Someone also made a comment saying that, because in one of my videos I said, I mentioned how playing people in the arcade is just different because, the energy is different. You know, it's just different energy. It's like engaging in any sport in person versus online, because competition is competition. And I think someone misconstrued that by me saying like, yeah, like you should play people online so that you can get into a physical altercation. It's not what I'm saying either. Like, what I'm saying is that the energy is different, right? The competitive energy is different. It's an atmosphere, it's a vibe, it's a feeling. And so yeah, and I think people are thinking like I'm trying to like knock the online aspect of it. And I'm really not. I don't see it lasting that long. That's all. Look, if I'm wrong, then that'll be a great thing for fans of the game and fans of Marvel versus Capcom, right? If this becomes an online sensation that takes the gaming world by storm over the over the next few months, then hey, listen, we can all laugh at my wrongness and everyone can enjoy playing each other online. But just the comments about it have just been hilarious. You guys crack me up, and I definitely appreciate the Y2K crew. Shout out to everyone who's disagreed with me politely. I love when folks disagree with me on the channel, because you guys teach me. I've gotten some good recommendations. Some of you have recommended that I go check out some different videos to learn more about the online. And I actually did. I did a YouTube search just to kind of see if I could find more videos on what gaming on online via Dreamcast was like back then. I didn't find much, but I did have a few that left some comments down below to kind of help me go and look some of that stuff up. So shout out to you guys, and anyone who's just gave their perspective. You definitely don't have to agree with me to follow the channel or leave a comment. And like I said, a lot of times I learn a lot from them. But I had gotten some really interesting comments, some of the best comments I've gotten in a while. So shout out to the Y2K crew. Whether you're subscribed or not, totally appreciate your respectful opinion and your honest thoughts on my subjective thoughts. Because remember, all this stuff is subjective. There's no hard and fast rule for any of this stuff. Last time I checked, there was no curriculum for video gaming. There may be, or maybe I'm wrong about that too. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments. I'm sure someone's gonna flame me for that too. But I think I'm gonna lay this to rest. Oh no, one more thing that I gotta address. Yes, I know that there's not enough people who have the game yet for there to be a strong online presence. I get that, right? Like I totally get that. But be that as it may, I still don't think, I just genuinely don't think, I could be wrong, I still do not think that there will be a strong, sustained online presence for this game for an extended period of time. I think there'll be people, I'm not saying there won't be people that'll be on there. Yeah, there are going to be people that are going to be on there fighting and getting into it. But Marvel versus Capcom 2, man, like it's like riding a bike. You got to get back on it and you got to kind of get your combos back. That muscle memory has to kick in. If it's been a while, you're gonna have to get good. And if you're not good at all, like if you never grew up playing it, you're gonna have to learn how to play this game. In fact, I've already seen some guys on YouTube basically giving like tutorials on how to play the game, which I think is excellent. Teaching people how to play this game is going to be crucial, especially if you're trying to do something online. Hopefully it evolves and they have like worldwide tournaments, like how they have with the Street Fighter 4 series, or even with the like Smash Bros. I know they have sometimes these major tournaments for that. So hopefully the online community does grow and there is a huge presence for it. Like if I'm wrong, it's a good thing. Like if I'm wrong, it's not a bad thing, at least not to me. If I'm wrong and the online presence is great, it'll be a great thing and I'll be happy to be a part of it. Somebody said, give me your, somebody, oh, that was another good comment. Somebody said, all right, give me your tag and I got to go beat the brakes off you. That was another good one. Listen, I am going to eventually get, I think when I get, so here's what I'll do for all you guys. When I get it, right, when I actually get the game on PS4, I will give you all my tag and you guys can find me and challenge me online. In fact, I'll come on here and let you guys know when I'm going to be online. And anyone who wants to play me online, you're more than welcome to take your shot. Just don't be mad if you catch that L. I'm not saying I'm gonna beat everyone because I know some guys who are really good in this game, but don't be mad if you catch that L. And I'm gonna be beating guys up with characters that you wouldn't expect either. No Cable over here, no Iceman over here, no none of those cheesy characters. It's gonna be real good stuff. So like I said, when I do get an online tag, I'll definitely let you guys know and bring it on. Bring it on. But I'm gonna put that to bed. Enough Capcom 2 stuff. Back to this deal here. So yeah, rapid reload, man. So I played this game a little bit with the bad. As a matter of fact, why don't I go ahead and fire it up and see if we can fire it up and I can show you what it looks like here. So here goes the screen here. Let's get it going. Let's see. So it's gonna look pretty rough. Just a warning. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty rough. I gotta get better chords. Yeah, it's rough stuff. Oh yeah, there goes a piracy. See, Entertainment of Europe. Yeah, there you go. There goes that PAL stuff. See if we can get it started. Dude, this game is sick. Yeah, so this game is definitely sick. Just totally cool. I'm gonna just go to the customize screen just to see customize mode key config. All right, we're gonna back out of that. And we're just gonna get this game started. Pick one of two. So clearly, I mean, I'm hoping that when I get the new cables, it will display much better. But the good thing is that I was able to basically, make sure that this was working, that the game was functioning. Yeah, you have your special and stuff like that. I'm trying to play this with one hand. Yeah, this is pretty sick. So I'm just gonna pause it. Actually, I'll turn it off. But so you guys get the idea, right? So basically, yeah, really cool run and gun game. Totally stoked to have this one in my collection. The music is awesome too. Like, it's got just like that classic 90s like run and gun music. You can do a bunch of things in here. What's different about this like run and gun is like the bomb, like Metal Slug, you actually have a grenade that you throw. Even in like Commando Steel Disaster, it's kind of like a grenade that you throw. Here in this one, like your grenade is actually kind of like a bomb that kind of clears the screen, almost like the same way like bombs do when you're playing like a space shoot 'em up. So I thought that was pretty unique. And then there's also like this grappling mechanic that you have in this game, which I think is pretty cool too. You can use it to like get to different like levels throughout each, different platforms throughout each level, I should say, which I thought was another really cool mechanic. A mechanic that I can't remember if it's in Gunstar Heroes. I don't know if there's like a grapple mechanic in Gunstar Heroes. It's been a while since I've played it, so you guys can let me know down in the comments. But I do know that there's like a grappling mechanic in Steel Assault, which is it's a more newer game. It's a modern retro classic. Steel Assault, for those of you who know, came out on I had it on the Switch before I sold it. I think it also came out on the PS4, I'm not sure, but that was released by Limited Run. And you basically, you're kind of like this basically the main character has a few weapons. You do have like a blaster. I think you have like a green whip, but then there's like this grapple mechanic that you use to kind of get through each of the levels. So yeah, this is the one of the first games that I've seen from that era that has that. That's not like a Batman game or a Spider-Man game, but again, I could be wrong. You guys let me know down in the comments. Either way, fantastic game, and I can't wait till I get the better connection, the better hookup, so I can actually play this in its full glory. And I'll hook it up to my larger screen, and then hopefully I'll be able to share some of the gameplay with you all and share some of the footage. But let me know what you think about what you saw of this game so far when it comes to the music and the gameplay. What do you think? Do you think it's a good one? And if you obviously if you want to see better footage, you can always YouTube it because there's plenty of footage on YouTube. But I'll share mine with you. But that does it for me. It's the Y2K Collector coming at you with a late video. Hopefully you had a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.